Everyone, my name's Wyatt. Welcome to XALT Ministries. Today we're going to look at Forgiven by Crowder. Song is going to be in the key of C. We're going to accomplish that today by playing A chords for this tutorial anyways, and capoing 3rd fret. If you don't have a capo, then you would do this in the key of C chords. The key of C chords I will go over when I do show the chords, so don't worry too much about that. I just will be playing them throughout the tutorial. If you need the chord sheet and everything will be linked down below on the video here. The chord sheet is originally in C, so doing this you're going to have to transpose down -3 or 3/2 steps to get your key of A. So to start off with this, let's take a look at the chords we're going to be using for key of A for this, the word capo, and then also I'll show the key of C chords. So let's get over to that real quick and see how those are done. So let's go over chords for the for doing the key of A. We're going to look at your basic chords for doing the key of A chords, because we are capoed 3rd fret. You're going to be looking at A, official name A2, D, official name D2, F sharp minor, and then normal E. Plus we're going to be incorporating in a C sharp minor. Okay? So let's look at this. Official name for this is A2, but we'll just call A in this case for simplicity reasons. It's going to be a mute, open, 2, 2, open, open. Alright, let's go to the D, official name D2. Oops, there. Sounded weird. And you're going to have a mute, mute, open, 2, 3, open. Okay? We're going to switch from that to the F sharp minor because we're going to kind of pivot this finger and we're going to go from here and go up here. So your F sharp minor is going to be a mute, 4, 4, 2, open, open. Alright. From there we go to the E. Basic E chord, nothing special. You're going to have an open, 2, 2, 1, open, open. And now the C sharp minor chord, I'm going to give a little bit farther away here, is going to be down here because we're going to be 4 frets from our capo. So 1, 2, 3, 4, okay, because in relevance to the capo. The dot that I'm using here is is for the 7th fret dot, okay. So if you look down here, I have my double dot for 12th, 9th, and 7th. So if you want a better reference for that, it'll be on the 7th, okay. In reference to the capo though, this chord is going to be a mute, 4, 6, 6, open, open. That's going to be a C sharp minor. Okay? So you have A, D, F sharp minor, E, and then come down here, C sharp minor. Okay, so that's going to be your chords for key of A. Now, if I was to do key of C, let me take this off real quick. I'm not going to bother doing any of what I call over or the slash chords like the G over B. We'll just do a G. You could do a G over B if you want. It'll sound a little different, but I'll show you anyways. So real quick, we're going to be looking here at C chords. So we have our C. Why does that sound terrible? Oh, that's why. Okay. C, F, A minor, our G, and this one is going to be the E minor. Okay. The nice part is these are all relatively close together, all of them, which is nice for all of them, except for the key of A that's C sharp minor is the only oddball. This one has an E minor, which is still the oddball, but not as much because we're keeping the same tones. All right. So let's start at the we'll start at the F chord, okay? Actually, no. Change that. We're going to start at the G chord, and there's a reason why. Okay, let's start at the G chord. The official name for this, I think it's called like a G add 9. Whatever. We'll just call it a G for simplicity reasons, okay? And it's going to be a 3, 2, open, open, 1, 3, 2, open, open, 1, 3. There we go. Somehow skipped a string. Okay, we'll take these two fingers and we're going to move them down a fret apiece and mute top, and that'll give you your C chord. I think this is actually still called a true C chord. So we have a mute, 3, 2, open, 1, 3. Okay, and now we're going to do the same thing again. We're going to take these two and we're going to drop them down another one, and now we're going to fret the top 2 strings. And that's going to give you your F chord. I think this is called like an F add 6. I'm not sure. We'll just call F. I used F add 13 actually, I think it is. But yeah, anyways, we'll just call it F. And you're looking at mute, mute. 3, 2, 1, 3. Alright, now the reason I did it this way is if you take and just look at your F, if you look at your finger here, take this one off. Your middle finger, if you fret both the 3rd and 4th strings and mute the top, that gives you your A minor. Now, if you can't fret both strings, I strongly encourage you to practice it. It will be awesome once you'll be able to do it, because you'll be able to do a lot more things because you have another finger freed up. If not, you're going to have to learn to smash all these in, and still, the trick is your pinky, because the more farther back you are away from your tone hole, the harder it's going to be for that string to ring, because you need to get as close to the fret that's closest to the tone hole as possible. That makes sense. So if I'm looking at my A minor, let me look at it this way. It's going to be a mute, open, 2, 2, 1, 3. Now the nice part about this is that your E minor, your next chord, you're not going to mute, and you're going to do this like how we did with our G, C, and our F. You're going to move it up 1 and still mute two of the 2 strings and have a open. And that's going to be your E minor. Not sure the exact name variant. It doesn't really matter. We'll just call this E minor for now. Okay, that's going to be the E minor we're going to use. So we're going to have an open, 2, 2, open, 1, 3. So to start off, we have G, C. Whoops, let's start there again. G, C, F, A minor, E minor. Okay, and that's all of them. I'm pretty sure anyways. Let's see. Yeah, that'd be it. Oh, excuse me. Anyways, now that we got that all taken care of, let's get back to the rest of the video here. I'm gonna take my capo and I'm gonna stick it back on 3rd fret for my key of A chords. And let's get back and find out how the whole thing's put together. All right, so now that we got our key of A chords ready, and if you have your key of C chords, great. I'll be using the A chords, of course, though, for this version. So for the key of A chords, we're going to be looking at F sharp minor, D, A, E, and C sharp minor. C sharp minor, of course, being the oddball that we're only going to use in the bridge. So to start off, you're going to need to know kind of like a chord progression, which is going to be your F sharp minor to D to A. Now, if you play that just right, that's pretty much your intro for the song. So you have F sharp minor, D, A. F sharp minor, D, A. And that's going to be your intro right there. 2 progressions of the F sharp minor, D, A. Your first verse is going to be made up of that progression, as well as another one that just pretty much takes a chord off. So your progression for your first verse is going to be I'm the one who held the nail. So F sharp minor, I'm the one who held D, whoops, D, the nail, A. So you have the F sharp minor, D, A. So you have, I'm the one who held the nail. Okay, and then you're going to omit the C out of that and just play the F where the C would be. So you would have F sharp minor, it was cold between my fingertips, D. And then you're going to do that progression again. I've hidden in the garden. So your F sharp minor, D to A, and then you're going to do the F sharp minor, D. I've denied you with my very lips. Okay? So you have F sharp minor, D, A, F sharp minor, D, and then you repeat that set one more time. So let's go into the pre-chorus real quick, because really in the first verse they just do single notes or down strums. So you're going to have, I'm the one who held the nail. It was cold between my fingertips. I've hidden in the garden. I've denied you with my very lips. Okay? And now we're going to do the same progression, the F sharp minor, D, A, and then we're going to add an E onto the end of that. Now it'll be for your pre-chorus. So your pre-chorus will be like, God, I fall. So this is going to be your F sharp minor. God, I fall down to my knees, D, with a hammer in my hand, A. You look at me, then the E. Arms open. So you have, God, I fall down to my knees with a hammer in my hand. You look at me, arms open. Alright, and then let's go into the chorus. Chorus starts on the A. Forgiven, to an E. Forgiven. F sharp minor. Child, there is freedom. A. From all of it, D. So, child, there is freedom from all of it. Okay, A, then your F sharp minor. Say goodbye to E, to every sin. And then that progression that we talked about with the intro. You are forgiven. So the F sharp minor, D, A. Now you're going to do that twice. You are forgiven. Okay. Alright, so let's go to verse 2 real quick. One thing I did not mention yet is the strum pattern, because usually the strum pattern on this song doesn't really come until the chorus. So let's go over that real quick. Strum pattern is going to be right up here. It's a popular one that I do use quite often. So if we do this with this song, to test the strum pattern out, do it muted so you can hear the downs and the ups. So you're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and. So you have 1. So you say 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and. So that's your first part of your strum pattern. Next part is going to be 1, 2, and then say 1 and 2 and 3, 4, and 1 and 2 and 3, 4, and. So all together it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, and 3, 4, and. 1, 2, 2, 3, 4, and 3, 4, and. The reason I say and 3, 4, and is I'm just used to the strum pattern. So you're gonna have 1 and 2 and 3, 4, and. You're gonna have 2 ands before the 3. So if you do it, it's gonna sound like this. Forgiven, forgiven, child, there is freedom from all of it. Say goodbye to every sin. You are forgiven. Okay, so that's going to be how the chorus is going to be with your strum pattern. If we continue with this, we'll continue right into verse 2. Same progression as verse 1, so you have the F sharp minor, D, A, and the F sharp minor, D, and you repeat that twice. So let's go right into verse 2, since you have the same chord progression. So we have, and we'll also use our strum pattern with it. I've done things I wish I hadn't done. I've seen things I wish I hadn't seen. Just the thought of your amazing grace, and I cry, Jesus, forgive On the chord sheet, for some odd reason, there are G notes on here for the second verse. Skip the G notes. I'm not sure why they're in there. It does not go with the song, really. It's not my sheet that I made. I'm using someone else's, but skip the G notes. So the G at the just the thought and the G as the and I cry, or the G or B at and I cry. You don't need to play those. So once again, it's going to be I've done things I wish I hadn't done. I've seen things I wish I hadn't seen. Just the thought of your amazing grace. And I cry, Jesus, forgive me. And then to our pre-chorus, same thing on the pre-chorus. There's an extra G note between the F sharp minor, or not extra G, sorry, not extra G note. I meant to say extra E note. I'm looking at the key of C sheet. I just transposed it in my head. I'm sorry, extra E note, not G, my bad. That's if, of course, you're doing the key of A chords. Same thing with the pre-chorus. There's an extra E chord between your F sharp minor and your D that you will do not need to play either. So we have pre-chorus is, God, I fall down to my knees with a hammer in my hand. You look at me, arms open. Chorus. Forgiven, forgiven. Child, there is freedom from all of it. Say goodbye to every sin. You are forgiven. And you're only going to do that, the chord progression of the F sharp minor D A, you're only going to do that once instead of twice, because you're now going to go from your chorus to your bridge. So we're going to do that right now. So off the you are forgiven, the F sharp minor to the D to the A. Now bridge, you're going to start on the F sharp minor again. You're pretty much going to be doing an F sharp minor, D and A, just like normal, and then you're going to add that C sharp minor to the end of it instead. Okay. So we have F sharp minor. We have I could have been 6 feet under. D. I could have been lost forever. A. Yeah, I should be in that fire. The C sharp minor. But now there's fire inside of me. F sharp minor. Here I am, a dead man walking. D. No grave gonna hold God's people. A. All the weight of all our evil. Back to that C sharp minor again. Lifted away, forever free. And then to the D. You're going to end on the D. Who could believe, who could believe? And then you're going to go in your chorus. So let's go our chorus, bridge, and then our ending chorus, and then we'll end the song. So we start on the A. Forgiven, forgiven. Child, there is freedom from all of it. Say goodbye to every sin. You are forgiven. Bridge. I could have been 6. Okay, let me start again. I could have been 6 feet under. I could have been lost forever. Yeah, I should be in that fire, but now there's fire inside of me. Here I am, a dead man walking. No grave gonna hold God's people. All the weight of all our evil lifted away, forever free. Who could believe? Who could believe? Forgiven, forgiven. Your love me even when I don't deserve it. Forgiven, forgiven. Jesus, your blood makes me innocent. So I will say goodbye to every sin. You are forgiven. One thing I did not go under that I forget, this chorus too, the words are a little different, but most of your chords are pretty much the same. What I mean by this is that your forgivens are still A and E. So forgiven, E, forgiven, F sharp minor. You love me even when I don't deserve it. D, don't deserve it. And we can go back to the A. Forgiven, E, forgiven, F sharp minor. Jesus, your blood, C. Your blood makes me innocent, D. Or not C, A. I'm sorry, I keep looking at the wrong one here. Okay, F sharp minor. Jesus, your blood, A. Makes me innocent, D. So I will say goodbye, F sharp minor. I will say goodbye, E, to every sin, and then that progression. You are forgiven. I am forgiven. And you can still end this on the A. Or if you want to, you can end on the F sharp minor. It's all completely up to you. That's pretty much how to play Forgiven by Crowder. Remember, I'm doing this with A chords, capoing 3rd fret, so it's technically in the C, which is the original key the song's in. And then, of course, I will have the key of C chords that I showed you. So when you go to the original page, it'll be already be in key of C if you're doing key of C chords. And if not, you transpose down -3 for 3 half steps down, and that'll put you in A chords, and you'll be able to play capo 3, key of C, or you can play without capo and key of A, which actually works better for me. But for the tutorial, I decided to keep it on the original. Thank you very much for watching. For XALT Ministries, I'll have more coming. Subscribe to our YouTube channel so you get the latest updates and everything, and then follow us on the Facebook and Twitter page. Thank you very much. Have a great day.